In 1 Kings chapter 7, the story continues in Jerusalem after the temple of the Lord has been completed. While the temple took 7 years to build, King Solomon now turns his attention to constructing his royal palace. He also focuses on completing the sacred furnishings that will fully equip the temple for worship. Solomon spends 13 years building his own palace complex. One of the most impressive is the House of the Forest of Lebanon. This great hall measures 100 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Inside, rows of tall cedar pillars support the roof, with cedar beams stretching across them. Because the many pillars resemble a forest of trees, the building receives its name. The hall is carefully designed with rows of windows facing one another, allowing light to fill the large chamber. The doorways and frames are made with precise rectangular shapes, giving the structure a balanced and orderly appearance. Solomon also builds the Hall of Pillars, an entrance area supported by columns. Beyond it stands the Hall of the Throne, where Solomon sits to rule and settle matters among the people of Israel. The hall is beautifully lined with cedar wood from floor to ceiling. Within the royal complex, Solomon also builds a separate palace for Pharaoh's daughter, the Egyptian princess he had married. She moves from the city of David into this new residence, built with the same fine craftsmanship as the rest of the palace. All these structures are made with large, carefully cut stones prepared at the quarry before being brought to Jerusalem. The walls and foundations are built with precision, combining fine stonework with cedar wood. The chapter then turns back to the temple and the sacred items prepared for it. For this task, Solomon brings a skilled craftsman named Hiram from Tyre. Hiram is the son of a widow from the tribe of Naphtali, and his father had been a bronze worker from Tyre. Gifted with wisdom and skill, Hiram is responsible for creating the bronze works of the temple. One of his most impressive creations is a pair of massive bronze pillars placed at the entrance of the temple. Each pillar stands 18 cubits high, with beautifully decorated capitals on top. The decorations include chains and rows of pomegranates, along with carvings shaped like lilies. The pillar on the south side is named Jachin, meaning he establishes, and the pillar on the north side is named Boaz, meaning in him is strength. These pillars stand at the temple entrance as symbols of God's stability and power. Hiram also crafts a large bronze basin known as the sea. It measures 10 cubits across and stands 5 cubits high. The basin rests upon 12 bronze oxen, arranged in groups of 3 facing the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west. The sea holds water used by the priests for ceremonial washing. In addition, Hiram makes 10 movable bronze stands, each decorated with carvings of lions, oxen, and cherubim. Each stand holds a bronze basin used for washing the offerings brought to the temple courtyard. Many other tools and vessels are also made for temple service, including pots, shovels, and bowls. These bronze items are cast in the clay ground of the Jordan Valley, between Succoth and Zarethan, where large molds can be formed. Inside the temple itself, Solomon prepares the gold furnishings. These include the golden altar, the table for the bread of the presence, and 10 golden lampstands placed before the inner sanctuary. Bowls, dishes, and other sacred utensils are also crafted from pure gold. When all the work is finished, Solomon brings the sacred gifts that King David had dedicated, silver, gold, and other treasures. He places them in the temple treasuries. By the end of the chapter, the temple in Jerusalem stands fully prepared, not only built but beautifully furnished. Every detail reflects the care taken to honor the Lord. The chapter quietly reminds us that the beauty of the temple points to something greater, the presence of God among his people. Next comes 1 Kings chapter 8, where the Ark of the Covenant is brought into the temple, and Solomon dedicates the house of the Lord before all Israel.